and I just kind of read when something came up or when I was bored, to be honest. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte, you can call me Charlie, and here we make books. We do make books, but we also make videos about writing in journals, journaling, and books. So if you are interested and you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is every Friday. Man, that is a big splurge. Okay, anyways, hi everyone, welcome back. Hi if you are new here, and today I thought I would talk about 2020 and make some 2021 goals with y'all. So my goals can be split up into 4 categories: reading, writing, social media, and lifestyle. So I thought I'd just take you along the ride, talk to you about that, and also just wanted to note that I didn't make any goals for 2020, so everything sounds like an accomplishment. That's because I had nothing to compare it to. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into the reading goals. So I read 42 books since quarantine that I put into my journal. Then in addition to that, I read 40, did I just say 42? I meant 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 books. Then I read I read 62 books since, if you're wondering what I'm looking at my phone, which has my library app, which has all the ebooks that I've read on it. So yeah, I've read 62 books since quarantine for fun. And yeah, I don't know, how many books do y'all read normally? That has been kind of a lot of books for me. I've been reading kind of non-stop, and if I'm gonna be honest with you, okay, so these hardcover books that I'm like flipping through right now, these books were part of my December 24 books in 24 day challenge. As you can see, because my tossing of books stops here, I did not read 24 books, and I think that is because ebooks, okay? I have nothing against ebooks. I don't particularly love them. I just like that they're free. At least the ones that I get from my library branch. And so those holds just kept on popping in, and I just had to read them because I was guilty for leaving them behind. So yeah, I did read 24 books in 24 days, just I didn't read the books that I wanted to read, and therefore I did fail the challenge. It is okay, because that is one of the goals that I have for the next upcoming year. But before we get into that, let's talk about why I'm reading so much, because, I mean, you wouldn't know this, because, fun fact, I made my channel on September 25, 2020, so that is literally a couple months ago, and yeah, I'm really new, and the reason why I read so much is because of YouTube and of Instagram. Before this, I kind of took a break from reading. I still read, but I read at a slower pace. I didn't read that much, and I just kind of read when something came up or when I was bored, to be honest. So yeah, this year has been a huge revival in the reading and writing interest that I have in life. Which is interesting because, I mean, that's the basis of this entire channel. It's reading and writing. And this chair is really cracky. That's not even a verb, or an adjective. Anyways, apart from that, I swear, I promise, I am a writer. But yeah, so I'm so new to YouTube and to Instagram, and it has been a blast. I have met so many friends. I've tried so many things about YouTube that I never even knew existed, like live streaming. Don't even talk to me about StreamYard. StreamYard is so confusing to me, but it's also so much fun. And I got to meet so many cool people. I joined the authors of Instagram community and the writers of Instagram community, and I talked about books with the Bookstagram community, and yeah, it's been so much fun. And should I be talking about subscribers? Okay, so let's quickly talk about subscribers then. So I am currently for YouTube, I'm currently at 85 subscribers when I am filming this video. So it would be really amazing if we could get that up to 100, and maybe for the new year even get that up to 200, because I think that would be so cool. So that is my goal for there. Because right now I'm at 85 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. On YouTube and on Instagram, there is this challenge that happens every month, every November month, and that is called NaNoWriMo. And because I joined the social media community, I decided to participate in NaNoWriMo, and that brings me into my writing goals and my writing wrap up. So, okay, I have 3 whips. I have Project Redemption, Project Book, which was my NaNoWriMo project, and Project Fantasy, which I'm, to be honest, not sure what I called, but I feel like I've given it a new name every single time I mention the project, and so, yeah, there we go. So, let's talk about the books that I've written. So, Project Fantasy was my first ever whip. It kind of got me back into the whole writing thing, and that happened last summer. I finished it. It was supposed to be a high fantasy novel, and I finished it at 33k words. So, you know how that went. I have a lot of editing to do for that, but I love the premise of the story, so I definitely want to get back into that. My second book was Project Redemption, and Project Redemption was technically my first ever book that I wrote, because I started it years ago, and then I stopped, and I took a long break, and then I continued it literally when I started up Author 2 again, and I finished it right before NaNoWriMo November. So of course, I needed a new project. Although, also, if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, feel free to check out my NaNoWriMo playlist and NaNoWriMo videos in the bio below / in the cards, and the cards are up there, because yeah, why not? I did weekly vlogs for that. Anyways, so then I had to start, because I finished Project Redemption before NaNoWriMo, I needed to start brand new with a project, and that was Project Book. So, I did complete NaNoWriMo, spoiler alert. I wrote 50k words in the month of November, and then I wrote another 50k after that in the month of December, when I was supposed to be doing this reading challenge, which I got really distracted with. Maybe I didn't read 24 books. I'm gonna have to double check that. I'm posting a video soon about a flip through my reading journal, so then I'll do a more accurate count of the books that I read, and that's simply because I got really distracted with writing and studying. And so in my writing, I wrote another 50k words, and I finished Project Book with 104k words, 104,000 words. So, there we go. It's really interesting. I wrote a lot more than I planned to this year, and that is honestly a really great thing. So now all I have left to do is to figure out what I want to do in the next year. So without further ado, let's talk about the 2021 goals. So, for reading, I think I just want to finish up the books that I wanted to read. The books that I wanted to read from my December 24-day challenge, 24-day book challenge. So I think I just want to finish up those, and then I have 3 more books that I got, 3 more books from Christmas that I got. So I also want to read those books, and yeah, I think that's really all my goal is for for 2021. It's not really big, and I know that because there are so many books out there that I want to read, and I know that the moment I start listing out specific books, I'm going to get so distracted and not do that, so we definitely have to wait for that. among those books that I do want to read that are on my TBR that I'm kind of like waiting on because I know I have all these other books I want to read is basically anything from Jennifer Armentrout. Is that how you say her name? Anything from Holly Black. I did recently look at the Brandon Sanderson lectures. I binged them. The moment the holiday started, I just binged all the lectures. And so I really would like to read at least one of his series, just so I get a feel. It's kind of weird because I'm talking about how I write high fantasy or how I'm trying to write high fantasy, and yet I've never actually read high fantasy myself, unless you count like Harry Potter or Percy Jackson, and that's like middle grade high fantasy, if at all, you know? And I think they only had like 300 pages, so it wouldn't even count. But yeah, so that is my goal for that. I also have a couple of writing books that I want to check out, like Save the Cat and Stephen King's book on writing, which I actually own. It was one of the 3 books that I got for Christmas. The second goal that I want to talk about is, I guess, my YouTube goal, which I kind of already talked about. I just want to get at least 200 subscribers by the end of next year, 100 subscribers by the end of this year. That would be amazing because I'm at 85 subscribers now. And the second or the third thing that I always lose track when I number things off, even though that's how you stay organized. The third goal that I have is writing. Really, I think this is going to be the most interesting thing for me. I just want to edit all 3 projects. I want to get them out to beta readers. I want to get them out to ARC readers and alpha readers and all those fun, nifty things. And then I want to query. Yeah. This year, it's going to be top notch. I have to be ahead of my everything. I have to know what's up and what's down so that I can query. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm going to query all of the books. There are 2 books in specific that I want to query right now, which is Project Redemption, first and foremost, and then second is my project book. Yeah. The thing with project book is it's 104,000 words of one point of view. And high fantasy, now that I'm kind of getting into the trend, I know more about it, and I know that most high fantasies have more than one point of view. So I'm not done that project. Even though I'm done the story, I need to add more perspectives, and I am prepared to do that. That is kind of what I'm working on, and I have a really cool idea. I think it's going to be 2 perspectives, but we'll check that out because, yeah, it will definitely be outside of the normal realm of what I like to do, because I love one perspective books. The last, oh yeah, I didn't talk about anything for lifestyle. And I think that's really hard because for the most part, I think the only lifestyle goals that I have is to exercise more. I mean, because we're all sitting inside and we're not going out as much, exercising has really been put on hold, at least the type of exercising that I like to do. I love to go swimming, and I love to work out at the gym, and of course, those 2 facilities are closed, so it's like, what do? You can work out in your house, of course, but that's just not as fun. So, yeah. That is my goal, to find more ways to exercise, to enjoy them. And yeah, I don't know, was that really short? I don't have any concise, like, best or better goals. That's just kind of what they are. I'm really loose at the goals, and I think being loose gives me a path to follow, but not to stick through with, because I am a discovery writer, and that kind of means that I like to discover things as I go. I like that flexibility in writing where I can either write or not write or add in random plot twists as I come about them, and that is exactly what I'm going to do with these goals. I have a basis. There's no exact number except for my YouTube subscriber goal that I want to hit, and that is so that I can kind of, read whatever I want. And it still gives me the possibility of failure because I do have some specificness to the goals. So yeah. my goal for exercise. So let me just recap because I kind of talked a lot throughout that. So goal number 1, I want to finish the books on my bookshelf from my December 24, 2020 challenge. I want to read the 3 books that I got from Christmas, and I want to read at least one of Brandon Sanderson's novels, / begin his series, / maybe even end his series. I want to write a whole ton, edit a whole ton, send it out to people and talk to people a whole ton, and then I want to query. And hopefully that will happen like December next year. And then, and I forgot to say this, but I also want to write a sequel to my first project book. I can already sense a sequel, so I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go with the flow and make a sequel. And then for the last goal that I have, my lifestyle goal is I just want to find new ways of exercising, exercise a whole lot more, maybe do that Connie Tang challenge, and yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Tell me what your goals are down below. Tell me how you did in December or how you did in this year. Did you meet your goals? Did you find new goals? What did you learn this December that you didn't know beforehand? Thank you all so much. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Until next week, bye!